Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. East Greensboro welcomes Impact Data as the company prepares to develop its flagship product, the Dream Center, in partnership with North Carolina A&T State University. The facility will be located at Gateway Research Park South Campus, where the company will build 115,000 square feet of new construction. Impact Data is investing more than $130 million, creating 28 new jobs with an average salary of $61,000. The Dream Center is a mixed-use facility touting a 10-megawatt hybrid co-location data center, a higher education innovation center, and workforce development co-working flex space to support the neighboring community. Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughn said in the past 5 years, the city has been intentional about making equitable investments, especially as it relates to East Greensboro. Impact Data is adding to the variety of innovation taking place in the Gateway Research Park while setting the foundation for those seeking careers in the technology sector. Impact Data is a minority-owned digital infrastructure firm that delivers mission-critical infrastructure focused on partnerships with HBCUs and their surrounding communities in select national markets. In addition to the inaugural Dream Center, Gateway's Digital Transformation Campus will feature Guilford County Schools' newly constructed Community Education Center. The center will provide flex spaces with tutoring and educational programming, adult education, and digital skills initiatives, as well as community meeting and engagement spaces for students, adults, and families. The Greensboro Planning Department's annual report, which outlines a variety of key economic measures, is available on the city's website. The Growth and Development Trends Report is a document that highlights notable trends from 2022. Key findings point out Greensboro's population continues to grow at a steady rate, faster than state and national levels. The city annexed more than 1,500 acres in 2022, more than twice the previous record set in 2021. Greensboro's unemployment rate is returning to pre-pandemic figures, and Greensboro residents are earning more than they have in the past. Planning Department Director Sue Schwartz said, "We observed a dramatic increase in development in Greensboro in 2021. This trend continued in 2022 and actually outpaced the year before, which is growth we've been planning for." The Growth and Development Trends Report is one of many documents available on the Planning Department's website under Population and Statistics. The Greensboro City Council is trying to make it easier for public service employees to accomplish home ownership. Council approved the Public Service Home Buyer Heroes program as an incentive for moderate-income public service workers. To qualify, they must purchase a home in the Greensboro city limits to encourage home buying in areas of reinvestment. Applicants can apply for the city's Down Payment Assistance Program, which provides down payment and closing costs for a forgivable 5-year loan. This is limited to households with public service workers employed by the City of Greensboro, Guilford County Public School teachers and administration, as well as active military and military veterans earning 80 to 120% of the area median income. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
70% of Americans are overweight, and the majority of them have health issues that would improve with weight loss. So how do you know if your weight is affecting your health? The easiest way is to calculate out your BMI, or your body mass index. You can do that by going online and entering in your height and your weight. It will give you a number. If that number is 30 or greater, it is likely that your weight is affecting your health. When your BMI is greater than 30, it puts you at much higher risk of things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, arthritis, cancer, and diabetes. In fact, if your BMI is 30 or greater, you have a greater than 300% chance of becoming diabetic. If your BMI is 40, that increased risk goes up to 500%. So if you want to lose weight, the most important thing to start with is to calculate out your resting metabolic rate. That's what most people consider their metabolism, and it tells us how many calories you need to keep your weight the same with a low level of activity. The best way to do that is to take your weight and multiply by 9 if you're a woman and 11 if you're a man. Now that we've calculated out your resting metabolic rate, it's time to figure out how many calories you need in order to lose weight. If you cut 500 calories per day from your resting metabolic rate, you lose approximately 1 pound of fat per week. If you think 1 pound a week isn't significant, you should know that a pound of fat is about the size of a small grapefruit. So losing a grapefruit of fat every week isn't too shabby. Exercising while losing weight is important in order to prevent your metabolism from falling while you're losing weight. Studies show that just 10 minutes a day of exercise 5 times a week is enough to cause health benefits. If you increase that exercise to 30 minutes 5 times a week, you maximize those benefits and you find it much easier in order to keep your weight off. Studies also show that if you exercise more than 30 minutes 5 times a week, you can increase your hunger. That increase in hunger tends to make you eat more calories than you just burned, which defeats the point of exercise for weight loss. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully these tips will help put you on a path for a healthier future. For more information, go to conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Karen Beasley.
Women in Leadership is the theme for a series of meetings being hosted by the Commission on the Status of Women. And the city is supporting the arts community through a series of sustainability grants. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Commission on the Status of Women will host its monthly meeting on Tuesday, January 24th. The group welcomes Tiffany Brown Shelton, who is the City of Greensboro's Deputy Director of Human Resources. Shelton is the second presenter in the Commission's Leadership Through Service series, created for female leaders to share their professional journey and advice for a successful career. Shelton oversees talent acquisition, organizational development, compensation, and HR information systems for city government. She holds senior professional certification in human resources and is a certified professional in talent development. Shelton is pursuing a doctorate in strategic leadership from Liberty University. The meeting is open to the public and starts at 6 p.m. on Zoom. For more information about the Commission on the Status of Women, visit the city's website or call Commission's Administrator Liz Lennon in the city's Human Rights Department at 336-373-2038. Creative Greensboro awarded $400,000 to 18 local arts and cultural nonprofits. This is made possible by the first Sustaining Creativity Community Partnership Grants. The funding supports general operations for organizations offering creative programming and significantly expands the city's support of the local creative economy. The funding augments $1 million worth of in-kind support the city provides annually to 15 additional arts nonprofits housed in the Greensboro Cultural Center. Ryan Deal, Greensboro's Chief Creative Economy Officer, said our grantee and tenant partners generate $20 million in revenue, which is reinvested in this community through the purchase of goods and services. Their significance as job creators and economic engines cannot be understated. Each grant recipient received $20,000 to spend by June 30th. 7 organizations received a bonus of $5,700 for excellence in creative vibrancy or community benefit. The grants were awarded to nonprofits that do not receive significant city support. A volunteer panel of community members and cultural affairs commissioners reviewed the applicants and recommended the 18 organizations for funding. The city expects to offer the grants annually. To learn more about the Sustaining Creativity Community Partnerships grants, please visit the city's website. The Opus concert series will be music to your ears with 4 events featuring the creative Greensboro community ensembles. Mark your calendar now so you don't miss these free concerts. The Greensboro Big Band Valentine Swing Dance will perform at 3 p.m. on Saturday, February 11th at the Van Dyke Performance Space located at 200 North Davie Street. The Philharmonia of Greensboro will perform with the Danville Symphony Orchestra at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, March 11th at the Dana Auditorium on the campus of Guilford College. Also at the Dana Auditorium, the Greensboro Concert Band will perform at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday, March 12th. The Choral Society of Greensboro will be joined by the Philharmonia of Greensboro at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, April 22nd at Dana Auditorium on the campus of Guilford College. Founded in 2019, Creative Greensboro provides support for, ensures access to, and drives awareness of Greensboro's creative community. For more information about the Opus concert series, please visit the city's website. Black History Month kicks off on February 1st, and the International Civil Rights Center and Museum is hosting a new event. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with the museum's executive director for the details. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Throughout the month of February, several programs, panels, and performances take place to commemorate the contributions made by notable Black Americans, past and present. Joining me now to talk about the inaugural speaker series is John Swain. He is the Executive Director of the International Civil Rights Center and Museum. Hello, John. Welcome back.
Hello, and thank you for inviting me.
Always good to see you. So tell us what prompted you and your team at the museum to host this speaker series for the first time.
We are always looking for new and innovative things to do in the community, and this was going to be a great opportunity to bring in some notables who have really contributed significantly to the civil rights movement, activists, philanthropists, educators, and the whole 9 yards. So we were excited about this opportunity to bring some in. There has been some adjustments to our scheduling, but we're working through it and moving forward.
Okay, speaking of which, talk us through the schedule and the lineup of speakers. What can the people who attend expect?
Sure. On January 31st, we're going to have Reverend Al Sharpton in, and he's going to be discussing his book, Righteous Troubles. And that is going to be held on the campus of Bennett College in Pfeiffer Auditorium. On February the 8th, we're going to have Ambassador and Mayor from Atlanta, Andrew Young, and we're looking forward to a great discussion with him and his book for a signing entitled The Many Lives of Andrew Young. That is going to be hosted in Elliott Auditorium on the campus of UNCG. On February the 15th, we're going to have one of Greensboro's favorites back, Dr. Janetta Cole. She's looking forward to coming back and discussing her book, Racism in America and in Public Life. I was on the phone with her yesterday, and she is so excited to come back and see so many of her associates and friends and to visit with this community.
And she has connections to Bennett
She does.
College.
Yes, she does. So that is going to be held on Bennett College, and she's going to be interviewed by President Walsh. To close out our Black History Month speaker series, we're going to hold the final one on the campus of Guilford. In Dana Auditorium, we're going to have the Reverend James Lawson. He will be interviewed by President Farnbury from Guilford College. So we're looking toward an excited opportunity. I've already started reading all these books, and I have newfound appreciation for each of these people.
Well, I love how you've incorporated the college campuses. We always feel like Greensboro is very unique with 7 colleges and universities. You have everyone from Bennett to Guilford College and all points in between. So congratulations to you on that. And
Thank you.
Hopefully bringing in students so that they can appreciate history that is still living history.
Absolutely, and we're finding that that is quite important. For these students, they read about these people but never have an opportunity to really get up close and personal, to touch them, because many years down the road, they're going to say, I remember this person. And we want to give them those opportunities. And I love these partnerships.
Wonderful. Now, what do you want the community to take away from each of these events?
Sure. From each of these events, as I'm reading the books, I'm finding some common threads there. And that is engagement, getting involved wherever you are. As Dr. King said, whatever you can do, you can serve and you can be important doing it. And as I'm reading through these books, I'm finding that as a common link. Nonviolent civil disobedience, getting involved in your community and making it far better than when you found it. So I'm looking forward to that.
And we can each do that.
Absolutely.
Now, if folks are watching this and they want to make sure to attend 1, 2, 3, or all 4, how can you get tickets and how much does it cost to attend?
Anyone can go to our website at sitandmovement.org for the Civil Rights Museum, and tickets are available online. We still have a few left, and the prices are $50 for the premium seats. For folks who want to attend all 4 events, they're $175. This is a great way to support the museum and help to defray some of the costs. Now, the college students, we are going to allocate a few seats to college students so that they can get in free. This was a college student movement, a student-led movement.
Absolutely.
And we're looking for every opportunity to engage and bolster the education of our college students.
Fantastic. Well, John, thank you. I know you're so busy. We always appreciate when you can take time out to stop by. Thank you for offering this excellent speaker series and a way to celebrate Black History Month in a different way for the museum. I will be in attendance, all 4, and we hope you'll come back and let us know about the other great events taking place to support the Civil Rights Museum.
Absolutely, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday of the month. The 4th Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The city is seeking public input about the proposed updates to the Downtown Historic District's current listing in the National Register of Historic Places. The Historic Preservation Commission will hold a public hearing about this topic on Wednesday, January 25th. They will assemble at 4 p.m. in the plaza-level conference room of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. Downtown's historic district was added to the National Register in 1982, and in 2018 there was a public push for the city to update that listing. A consulting firm recommends expanding the downtown Greensboro Historic District to include mid-20th century resources such as the Governmental Plaza Complex, and extending the district's period of significance to 1963 to include the city's civil rights marches and events. The final proposal of updates to the downtown Greensboro Historic District's listing will be presented to the North Carolina National Register Advisory Committee on Thursday, February 9th. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
There's much to celebrate in this week's events on the town. Start your weekend with a family hike at the Richardson Taylor Preserve January 27th at 4 p.m. Children ages 2 through 10 and their parents can join City Parks and Recreation staff for an activity followed by a 1-mile hike. Register for this free event at greensboronc.gov. The Greensboro History Museum rings in the Lunar New Year with 2 free programs on January 28th. Young children and their families can learn why 2023 is the Year of the Rabbit with a fun activity. And stay for a Lunar New Year celebration with performances and activities from Asian Pacific community groups across Greensboro. Visit greensborohistory.org for more information. The Carolina Weddings Show visits the Greensboro Coliseum Special Events Center beginning at noon on January 28th. See the latest in wedding fashion trends and styles, and discover new ideas in the Inspiration Gallery. Tickets cost $20 at the door, but $10 online at 33bride.com. The Men of M Soul take you back to the Motown era with smooth harmonies and choreography before venturing on to the sounds of the 90s R&B and beyond. Their concert starts at 8 p.m. in the Carolina Theater on January 28th. Tickets cost $20 and may be bought online at carolinatheater.com. And the Guilford Green Foundation celebrates its 25th anniversary on January 28th with a fun night of music, food, drinks, and dancing at Piedmont Hall. The fundraising party starts at 8 p.m. and tickets cost $30. Learn more at guilfordgreenfoundation.org. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Public Library is highlighting the blues. The community is invited to celebrate the blues at Kathleen Clay Edwards Family Branch Library on Saturday, February 11th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Blues music is considered part of the national DNA, and this program will highlight some of the answers to the core questions of who, what, why, and when of this true American art form. Drop in for a self-guided experience, including record players, musical instruments, and an historical overview of the blues music genre. The Kathleen Clay Edwards Family Branch is located at 1420 Price Park Road. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Griffin Recreation Center. The Bridging the Triad competition is back and open to residents ages 8 or older from Greensboro and 5 neighboring Triad cities. See who can create the most efficient bridge made of popsicle sticks. Pick up free supplies at Griffin Recreation Center located at 5301 Hilltop Road. The Greensboro competition will take place from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, February 4th at Griffin Recreation Center. The regional competition is on Saturday, February 25th at Deep River Recreation Center, located at 1529 Skeet Club Road in High Point. Bridging the Triad is designed to introduce and engage young people in science, technology, engineering, and math activities. For more information, call the Griffin Recreation Center at 336-373-2928. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.